हेलो फ्रेंड्स, तो आज हम करने वाले हैं कंप्लीट फॉर्मूला रिवीजन ऑफ चैप्टर सॉलिड स्टेट ऑफ केमिस्ट्री फॉर क्लास 12th प्लस एमएसटी सीटी. सो लेट्स बिगिन. First one is type of solids. There are two types of solids: crystalline solid and amorphous solid. In crystalline solid, the particles are arranged in a regular and periodic manner and have sharp and characteristic melting point. They are anisotropic, that is means anisotropic means have different physical properties in different direction. Okay. They have long range order. The example of crystalline solids are ice, NaCl, sodium, copper, gold, etc. Next one is amorphous solid. In a amorphous solid, the particles are arranged randomly and have not sharp melting points. They are isotropic, that means they have same physical properties in all direction, and also they are short range order. Example of amorphous solid are glass, plastic, rubber, tar, etc. Let's move to next one. First one is isomorphism. Isomorphism means two or more substances having the same crystal structure. Example NaF and MgO. Second one is NaNO3 and CaCO3. Okay. Next one is polymorphism. Polymorphism means a single substance that exists in two or more forms or crystalline structures. Okay. Example of polymorphism is calicite and aragonite are two forms of calcium carbonate. And next one is alpha quartz, beta quartz, and cristobalite are form of silica. Okay. Let's move to next one. Next one is properties of four types of crystalline structure. There are properties and there are types of the crystalline solids. Okay. First one is ionic solid. Ionic solid. Okay. The particle of unit are cation and anion. Interparticle force are electrostatics. Hardness is hard and brittle. Melting points of ionic solids are high. That is 600 degrees Celsius to 3000 degrees Celsius. And thermal and electrical conductivity of ionic solids are poor. Electrical conductor in solid state, good conductor when melted or dissolved in water. Okay. Examples of ionic solid are NaCl, CF2. Next one is a covalent network solid. Particle of a unit cell is a covalently bonded atom. Interparticle force are covalent bonds. Hardness very hard, and melting point is very high of a covalent network solid, that is 1200 degrees Celsius to 4000 degrees Celsius. Okay. And next one is thermal and electrical conductivity of covalent network solids. This poor conductor exceptions. These are poor conductor, but they have an exception: graphite. Graphite is an exception in which good conductor of electricity. And second one is diamond, good conductor of heat. And example of covalent network solid are diamond and silica. Next one is molecular solid. Uh, Particle of a unit cell of a molecular solid are monoatomic or polyatomic molecules. Interparticle force of molecular solid are Landon, dipole force, and hydrogen bonds. Okay. And next one is hardness. Hardness of molecular solid are soft, and melting point of molecular solids are low, that is minus 272 degrees Celsius to 400 degrees Celsius. Okay. It is low. Okay. And next one is thermal and electrical conductivity of molecular solid is poor conductor of heat and electricity both. Okay. Example of molecular solid are ice, benzoic acid. And next one is metallic solid. Metallic solid of a particle of unit cell are metallic ion in a sea of electrons. Next one is interparticle force of metallic solid. Metallic bonds attraction between cation and mobile valence electrons. Okay. hardness of metallic solid are variable from soft to very hard. Okay. Next one is melting point of a metallic solid are a wide range, that is minus 39 degrees Celsius to 3400 degrees Celsius. Okay. Next one is thermal and electrical conductivity of metallic solid are good conductor of heat and electricity both. Okay. Next one is example of metallic solid. Example of metallic solid is sodium, magnesium, copper, and gold. Next one is a unit cell. Unit cell is defined as the smallest repeating structural unit of a crystalline solid is called a unit cell. Okay. Types of unit cell. There are 4 types of unit cell. First one is primitive or simple unit cell. The structure of primitive or simple unit cell is this. And second one is a body centered unit. Next one is a face centered unit cell. And fourth one is a base centered unit cell. Okay. Next one is a crystal system. This is a diagram of crystal system, and A, B, and C are side along the axis. These are A, B, and C, which are the side along the axes, and alpha, beta, and gamma are the angles between the axes. The angle between the axes are alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay. 7 crystal system are associated with 14 brevis lattice are also called 14 unit cells. There are 14 brevis lattice in the 7 crystal system. Okay. The 7 crystal system are cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, rhombohedral, hexagonal, monoclinic, and triclinic. The trick to remember the 7 crystal are this, in which I have given the sentence which is सीटी और मारोगे तो पीट पीट कर हेक्सागोनल बन जाओगे, पहले जाओगे मोनोक्लिनिक फिर ट्राइक्लिनिक. मीन्स C means cubic, T means tetragonal, and O means orthorhombic, and R means rhombohedral, and there is hexagonal and monoclinic and triclinic. It is easy to remember, you can learn easily. Okay. Next one is number of particle in cubic unit cell. First one is primitive or simple cubic unit cell, SC. In this there is only one particle per unit cell. Okay. Second one is body centered cubic unit cell, BCC, in which 2 particle per unit BCC unit cell. Okay. Next one is face centered cubic unit cell, FCC, in which there are 4 particles per FCC unit cell. Okay. Next one is a formula of density. Density is equals to N into M upon A cube into Na, where rho is density of substance, N is particle per unit cell, and M is molar mass, A is unit of edge length, unit cell edge length. Okay. And Na is Avogadro's number. Okay. And next one is number of tetrahedral voids. If you have to find the number of tetrahedral voids, then it is equals to 2 into number of atoms. Next one is a number of octahedral voids. It is equals to number of atoms. Next one is coordination number. For SC, that is equals to 6. For BCC, it is equals to 8, and FCC is equals to 12. These are the coordination number. Okay. Next one is packing efficiency. That is equals to volume occupied by particles in unit cell upon total volume of unit cell into 100. Okay. Next one is edge length and particle parameter in the cubic system. These are unit cell relation between A and R, volume of one particle, and total volume occupied by particle in unit cell. Okay. For SC, the relation between A and R is equals to A by 2. For BCC, it is equals to R is equals to under root 3 A by 4. And for FCC or CPP, that is equals to R is equals to under root 2 A by 4. Okay. And you can remember these all volume of one particle and total volume occupied by particle in unit cell. Okay. Next one is packing efficiency and void percentage. For lattice SC, packing efficiency is 52.4% and word percentage is 47.6%. For lattice BCC, packing efficiency is 68% and word percentage is 32%. Okay, and for lattice FCC, packing efficiency is 74% and word percentage is 26%. Next one is number of particle in x gram metal, that is equals to x into n upon rho into a cube. Okay, next one is the number of unit cell in x gram metal, that is equals to x upon rho a cube. Okay, and next one is number of unit cell in volume V of metal, that is equals to V upon a cube. Okay, next one is a crystal defect or imperfection. Okay, in this there is point defects. There are three type of point defect. First one is stoichiometric point defect, second one is non-stoichiometric defect, and third one is impurity defect. In stoichiometric point defect, first one is valency defect, second one is self-interstitial defect in elemental solid, and third one is Schottky defect, and fourth one is Franklin defect. Okay, and in impurity defect, first one is substitutional impurity defect, and second one is interstitial impurity defect. And in non-stoichiometric defect, first one is metal deficiency defect and second one is metal excess defect. Okay, the definition of stoichiometric point defect you can read from there and you will understand easily. Okay, and same as impurity defect, and same as this there is impurity defect definitions. Okay, and also for non-stoichiometric defect. And next we move to electrical properties of solid, in which first one is conductor. Conductor means a solid having electrical conductivity in the range of 10 to the power 4 to 10 to the power 7 ohm inverse and meter inverse. Next one is insulator. Insulator means solid having low electrical conductivity in the range of 10 to the power minus 20 to 10 to the power minus 10 ohm inverse and meter inverse. Next one is semiconductor. Semiconductor means solid having electrical conductivities in the range of 10 to the power minus 6 to 10 to the power 4 ohm inverse meter inverse. Okay. Next we move to magnetic properties of solid. First one is a diamagnetic solid. It means a substance with all electron paired and are weakly repelled by magnetic fields. Example of diamagnetic are N2, F2, NaCl, H2O, benzene, which is C6H6 and etc. Next one is a paramagnetic solid, in which a substance which unpaired electrons are weakly attracted by magnetic field. Example of paramagnetic are O2, Cu2 plus, Fe3 plus, Cr3 plus and etc. Okay. Next one is ferromagnetism. Ferromagnetism means a substance containing large number of unpaired electrons are attracted strongly by magnetic field. Example of ferromagnetism are Fe means iron, cobalt, nickel, Gd, CrO2 and etc. Okay. Thank you for watching the video till the end. You can download the PDF from our Telegram group and I will give the link in the description and you can go and check out from there.